Look at that. Fresh Keema Naan with flat lamb going all the way through it. I'm going to show you how it's done. Keema Naans are one of those things that people like to order at curry houses, but they never try to make them because they think it's too difficult. I can assure you it's not. You're going to get amazing results with this recipe, and let's go right into it now. I've got some lamb mince there, a little bit of mixed powder. You could just use garam masala. I got some chili powder, some garlic and ginger paste, finely chopped onions, a little bit of coriander, and some chilies. You can just add as many chilies as you can take. And this is not so much about the dough, because I've got a couple of dough recipes for naans on this on my channel. This one I'm using the curry house style dough, which is made very quickly with self-raising flour. I also have a yeast dough, and both of those will work perfectly with this recipe. But what we're going to get down to is what goes into that dough so that we can make perfect Keema Naans. So I've got about 400 grams of lamb mince here, and I'm just going to tip in about a tablespoon of this mixed powder, a teaspoon of chili powder. I think I'll add quite a few chilies. I do like a lot of spice. So that's probably about 3 or 4 chilies there. I got finely chopped small onion, and also some coriander. And I'm going to just start working this with my hands to get it all mixed together. Oops, forgot to put the garlic and ginger paste in. We're going to put some of that in there too. A couple of teaspoons of that. We're just going to mix this all together so it's well combined. And don't rush this. You want to make sure it's really well combined and that the spices are right into the meat. But we're not finished here. In order to get that really nice flat layer of meat in your Keema Naan, you got to work this a little bit longer. So, with that done, I've got a plate here, and I'm going to show you something which is called lacing. Lacing is when they take the meat at curry houses and literally just knead it. And by doing that, you're trying to scrape the meat to the plate, just to really break it down until it's fine. The same technique is used for kebabs, so that it sticks to the skewers. Well, we're doing the same thing here, just getting it really broken down. And I'm not sure if you can see this on the camera, if you want to come look at it closer, but I'll show you what we're looking for. We're just really just rubbing that right into the plate. And that right there is the lacing. When you start seeing it kind of really fall apart and just when you see it just start falling apart and just streaking across the plate like that. You could do this for a good 5 minutes. It's only going to get better because you want to break down those chunks. You want to break down the chilies. You want to have, let them squirt into the meat. The onions as well. That's as long as I'm doing it today. Okay, so let's make some space here. I'll put this off to the side. And we're going to start with one naan. So I've got my dough ball here, and I'm going to press my thumb right into the center of it, just like that. Want a nice cavity in there. Then I'm going to take some of this meat, and we're going to just put it right in there, just like that. And then we're going to bring it all around, so it's going to encapsulate the meat. This is a very soft dough. You want really soft naan dough. And my videos show you how to do that. A stiffer dough would be very difficult. This is going to work perfectly. I'll show you that one more time. Take another dough ball, make a recess, Take some of the meat and just stick it right in there. So we're sticking a whole ball of lamb mince in each of these. Now the next thing we're going to do, that's very wet dough, so I'm going to want to add a little bit of flour to that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to spread some flour onto this board. Just kind of rub it around in there. Do that for both. You don't want any holes, so you got to make sure that there's no holes in the dough. We're going to rub it right into that flour. Start pressing it down. Now, this is where the magic happens. And you wouldn't believe that this actually works, but it does. I'm going to start rolling it out. And we're just going to go like this, just very lightly rolling out the naan like that. There we are. And then I'm going to do one with holes in it and one without holes. So with this one, I'm going to take some holes across here like that. What that does is it makes it so the dough does not bubble up too much. What it does is it really helps release the steam and cook the meat faster. So that's why you do that, and it's done at a lot of curry houses. You might have seen it done yourself. But we're going to do one like that, and then we're going to do this one without the holes. Both will work perfectly, so there's no reason to do one rather than the other. It just depends on what you like, what you want your Keema Naans to look like. So I got that one there. And this one's going to retain the steam. The steam will be inside. You'll see it puff up, whereas this one will release steam. Okay, so let's get this started. Okay, so I'm going to pick this naan up. I'm going to take off as much of the flour off of it as I can, because that'll just burn. Won't ruin it, but it will burn. And to that, I'm going to add water all around the edges and the center, which is going to help it stick to the pan. Now, with Keema Naans, because of the weight of them, sometimes it's difficult to turn the pan. So if you're not cooking on gas, or if you find that to be an issue, don't worry. It's great just flipped over anyway. But I'll attempt it today and see what happens. And I'm just going to put that on there now. And as this cooks, it's going to just brown on the bottom, but it's also going to cook that meat through. So it's going to cook the meat and the naan at the same time. And you will see small bubbles here, but not really, really big ones. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of ghee to the top. So as you can see here, it's puffing up really nicely around the edges, but not so much in the center. And that's gonna just help cook the meat through a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. Like I say, if you're using an electric hob or yours happens to fall off, don't panic, turn it over. You just wanna toast it just like that until it becomes the way you want it to look. Oh, that's looking gorgeous. Okay. I'll tell you, this recipe it's better than a lot of them I've had at curry houses because they come out a little bit warm, whereas this is going to be spot on. You'll have a bit of a mess to clean up. Look at that. That is going to be incredible. It's looking really nice. Oh, wow. Wow! Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but it's perfectly toasted on that side. I'm going to put this off to the side. So again, I'm going to put as much of the flour off as I can. Dab it with a bit of water around the edges. And this one doesn't have the holes in it. Make sure this is hot enough. Yes, it is. And here we go. This one will bubble up a little bit more. Let's put a little bit of ghee over the surface. There we are. So to flip or not to flip, that's up to you. You will make a mess by flipping this over because of the ghee that's on there, but it does really help brown it up and make it nice. But on an electric cooker, go ahead and just flip it over. When the bottom's cooked, just flip it over. So this one's bubbling up a little bit more in the center, but it does actually have a couple small holes, just got them anyway. So the steam's releasing. I'm gonna pour some of this off, and there we go. And it's up to you how much you char these naans. I usually like a couple of black spots and brown. That's really down to you how long you do this for. That's perfect. Well, maybe almost. One more, a little bit more. There we are. I'm happy with that. There we go. That is a Keema Naan. Put a little bit of ghee on there again. This has to look like it does at the curry house, so get the ghee on there. I like a little bit of a sprinkle of salt too sometimes, just like that. And then let's get some chopped coriander. And let me show you what this looks like inside. Let's just go through this. Look at that. Tear this open. And the meat is going throughout the whole naan. Just like that. Look at that. And it tastes amazing. You are not going to get better Keema Naans anywhere. Your kitchen's the place to be. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I've got a lot more videos on the way like this beautiful Keema Naan.